Hi, I'm David Katz of thepostgame.com, and we are joined today by Derrick Brooks, Hall of Fame linebacker. Thanks for joining us.
Pleasure's mine. Glad to be here.
Enjoying your Super Bowl week so far?
Yes, I am. It's been exciting, to be a part of this and go around today as I represent Kay Jewelers and speaking about the Hall of Fame and their partnership and their ring of excellence and commitment. So it's been a proud day thus far.
I've got one too. These are pretty sharp, actually. Did they just give these away? Do they give the jackets away too?
No, you can't just give it away. You got to earn it, but it's a beautiful design. And they redesigned this 3 years ago as part of the 50th anniversary of the Hall of Fame. Only 3 times in the pro football history that the ring has been redesigned. And one of the great things about this design now is all the current Hall of Famers, starting this year, they're going to go back and redesign their rings and give them this one. So we all will have this big, beautiful ring, and the deceased players, their wives, will get the pendant. Wow. So we'll all be one uniform team with the same ring moving forward. And again, I thank Kay Jewelers for their partnership.
Fantastic. Let's talk a little football if we can. It looks like, all the NFL rules now are shifting much more towards offense. You obviously were a defensive standout. What do you think of the new rules and how it's affected the game?
Well, it's changed the game. You don't have the physical contact that we had and the big hits that people made livings off of in years past. And we understand it. Player safety, more education now for the players. You're not going to get that. Has it changed the game? Not the essence of it. Players got to make the adjustment. There were rule changes when I played that guys got away with in the early 90s that I didn't. And it's the same thing now. I commend the players for actively trying to do the right thing now under the current rules. And the essence of football is still football. You still got to block, hit, and tackle, and those things are not going to get lost. But I think the game is in a good place right now. It's not as physical at times as people have been accustomed to, but that's just one of the adjustments that players have to make.
When you look at the new crop of linebackers, obviously guys like you and Ray Lewis were so dominant in your careers and really set the stage for what it means to be a linebacker in the NFL. You've got a whole new crop of linebackers coming out today. What's your take on some of the young talent?
Well, some of the young talent is still good. They're not playing as much base run defense as we play because teams are throwing the ball now. I like our young linebacker in Tampa, Florida, Levante David, off to a tremendous start in his career. Luke Kuechly in Carolina is one of the young linebackers that I look to. And then you look at some of the 3-4 guys, Clay Matthews off to a tremendous start. So I'm still a fan of the game. Always going to be paying attention to those linebackers. And I think the game is in a good place when you talk about the young linebackers of today.
Let's go back to Super Bowl 37. You make the interception and you run it back. I'm sure that you play that over and over in your mind. But for all the rest of us who will never know what it's like to experience a moment like that, what is it? I was actually in the stands for that. Okay. So what's it like from the field, holding that ball, going in, the crowd cheering? What's in your mind? Are you so laser focused? Are you able to take in the whole essence of the moment?
Oh, yes. Now I can. When I see, Super Bowl week and they replay it, I go through my mind and just thank God that I had an opportunity to have a signature play in the Super Bowl, scoring a game-clinching touchdown. And when I go through my mind at that moment, I was just telling myself, don't trip, don't fall as I was running to the end zone. And, that's a moment of greatness. And when you talk about that type of greatness, obviously it helped our franchise win the Super Bowl, but it was bigger than that. The whole Bay Area started our franchise at 0-26. That's what the Tampa Bay Buccaneers was known for, losing. But to win that Super Bowl, it changed the whole culture and how people viewed our organization. And when you talk about excellence, again, I'm here to represent that with Kay Jewelers and this beautiful ring that they designed. And let's help our fellas out by reminding them Valentine's Day is around the corner, right? So make sure you go to Kay or Kay.com or go to Kay Jewelers and get a nice gift for your significant other, your daughter, or your mother. All right, guys, listen. Don't get in trouble. We're giving you a hint right now. Go to Kay.
I'm just curious, what's Valentine's Day like in the Brooks household?
Oh, it's fun. It's festive.
Yeah.
I do the best I can to shower my 2 daughters, and my wife with that love. Obviously, the gift is beyond that, but we try to shower with love, and it's a fun time.
You brought a lot of quarterbacks down in your day. Talk about who was the favorite quarterback for you to sack. of your entire career, when you think back, who did you enjoy taking down the most?
Well, I played them all, but, when I think about competitive greatness, Brett Favre, he was fun to play against. Man, he
made you run around a little bit to bring him down.
Oh, yes, he did. And, he was so experienced, he saw every defense, so we couldn't fool him with what we were doing. But he and his Green Bay teams were a unique group to play against when we played them every time.
Congratulations on the Hall of Fame. Congratulations on everything. Enjoy your Super Bowl week.
Thank you.
Thank you, Derrick Brooks.